The Antichrist is here, the church is sound asleep, and the world is hit snooze as the papacy continues to inch closer and closer to enforcing the mark of the beast. And yes, the Sunday law from the Vatican is the mark of the beast. Alert! New report shows the US must prepare for a simultaneous war with China and Russia. Russia directly blames America for Israel attacking Hamas. Top official in Turkey tells Israel's Netanyahu, "You will die." Biden administration cannot confirm if Iran is directly linked to the attacks of Hamas. Syria State TV claims Israel has attacked targets in Aleppo and Damascus airport. Calls for the attacks in the U.S. intensify online, promoting law enforcement to step up security for synagogues and Jewish businesses. Syria's two main airports in Damascus and Aleppo have been put out of service following Israeli airstrikes. Israeli military warns 1.1 million citizens in Gaza that they have 24 hours to relocate south. Massive protests erupt in the Middle East and big U.S. cities on high alert as Hamas calls for action. Developing story, multiple victims stabbed in France and China as Hamas' Day of Rage gets underway. Iran-backed Hezbollah is now fully prepared to join war against Israel. Hezbollah attacks Israeli military posts along Lebanon border. White House says it may carry out U.S. military response if Hezbollah attacks Israel. Top Iranian envoy warns preemptive action against Israel expected soon. U.S. Marine Rapid Response Force moving toward Israel as Pentagon strengthens military posture in the region. France bans pro-Palestine protests, uses tear gas and water cannons on demonstrators. Ukraine hits Russian Navy ships with sea drones. Gaza crisis grow under intense bombardment as Israel retaliates against Hamas atrocities. NATO vows to respond if Finland and Estonia gas pipeline damage is deliberate. Alliance chief says if there is proof of a deliberate attack, it will be met with determined response. Aimed speculation about Russian sabotage. U.S. sends be ready deploy orders to select troops in the Middle East as Israel and Hamas war continues to escalate. Malaysia is the latest to announce a ditching of the US dollar. As ditch the US dollar is a trend worldwide, a leading Russian oil company ditches the US dollar and accepts local currency. Putin visits his dear friend Xi in Beijing as Ukraine reports overnight strikes. A new report shows that the US debt rose by $1.2 billion per hour for the past 19 days. Lydia, a Category 4 hurricane, makes landfall in Mexico. Tornadoes damage multiple homes and businesses in Crystal River, Florida. Abbas cancels meeting with Biden over alleged airstrike at Gaza hospital. Berlin city official advises citizens not to make their Jewish faith visible. A pro-Palestine protester calls for Jews to be wiped out as Australian protests turn ugly. Biden says Israel should not occupy Gaza, aimed expected invasion because it would make a big mistake. United Nations Secretary General says Middle East is on the verge of the abyss. Another U.S. carrier strike group will join USS-4 group in the Mediterranean as a show of force. New intel reveals that Hamas terrorists ordered to kill as many as possible and target elementary schools. FBI director warns of rising terror threats against Americans' potential copycat attacks on U.S. soil. This report says that Afghanistan's been hit with 3 powerful earthquakes. It's actually been 4 powerful earthquakes in the past week, when the 3rd earthquake hit, killing hundreds of people. Another earthquake, the 4th earthquake, hit 20 minutes after that, a 5.6 magnitude earthquake. France mobilizes 7,000 troops after teacher killed by Islamic terrorists. Israeli officials claim Iran is attempting to deploy weapons in Syria to open a new war front. Iran's foreign minister just warned Israel from Beirut it could suffer a huge earthquake, and he wasn't talking about a seismic quake. Rumors of war. Blinken just warned lawmakers that Azerbaijan may invade Armenia in coming weeks. Israel and Hezbollah exchange fire amid fears of regional escalation. Biden privately warns Israel to show restraint in retaliation against Hamas. China just accused Israel of going too far in military offense against Hamas. Ring of Fire solar eclipse was visible this past Saturday across 8 states in America. As famine, pestilence, and war continue to rattle the globe, Mother Earth continues to experience her birth pains as the sands of time for this sing cursed world are fast running out. The prophecies in God's holy word are all nearly fulfilled as the soon return of Jesus Christ upon us.